Silver price dropping. Why? What's going on in the world? We are here to discuss and roll nickels at the exact same time. Let's see. I don't want to deal with that. I want to deal with other stuff here. Hey, what's going on? Are you up in the middle of the night? I'm trying to figure out what the silver price is. Silver price is dropping 82.55 right now, according to this Kitco chart. And there's no reason for that. It makes absolutely no sense other than people are trying to find a way to manipulate it again. I can't sleep. It's bothering me. Every time they blow something up, silver disappears. What's up, Natalie Peters? Thanks for joining us early. Every time the electronics equipment is disintegrated, silver disappears. Matter cannot be created nor destroyed. It can just change forms, and so it's changing forms in the form of toxic air bursts and buildings collapsing and that kind of stuff. What's up, Deadpool and Ahmed? Welcome, everyone. We are live in America, not to discuss the geopolitical situation going on, but to discuss the silver impact of what war does. This war. Yes, we're going to discuss a different angle, a different view that other people are not talking about, and we're going to roll some nickels because nickel is also a metal, nickel and copper. Luke Brown, good to have you here this morning. Thanks for joining us. They're making it seem like everybody's overstocked with silver and the melting company is no longer accepting it. And that may or may not be true, but how come they were not overstocked 3 months ago when they've actually mined very little new silver? They haven't found any new mines. There's been no more supply. Some people have been selling. I'd be selling too. I sold some. I actually wish I would have it back. I wish I'd have back all that I sold and more. But I'm going to look at this as a buying opportunity to get out there and get more silver. How are you doing today? I'm doing good. Excuse me. Thank you, Luke Brown, for asking. I appreciate that. Thank you all for joining us. There's every channel in the world is on, and they're all talking about the war and what's going on. But let's talk about different things, different angles, different aspects to this that may or may not affect you as a silver person, as a coin person. The best way to collect silver, in my opinion, is for collecting. Buy something that you like, buy a date that you like, buy part of a set that you like, put it together. So even if the price of silver collapses, you still have a set. You still have a fantastic sell. I'm consulting with Billy Ray Valentine. Thank you, Real Bronze 03. That's a great approach to it if you're doing orange juice. Buy, sell, the whole thing. There's just so many different aspects to this that make absolutely no sense. In the time of war, usually prices skyrocket as people rush to security and safety. Gold shot way up. Silver, it's down. There's a lot of other reasons. There's a lot of other pressures on silver, in my opinion, and it could affect you. It could create an opportunity for you to select some more silver for your collection or for your stacking. And if you don't take advantage of it, you're going to look back on it just like we did 3 weeks ago when silver was around $80. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, I don't know what's going on. And then it shoots up over 90. We're like, damn, I should have bought it at 80. Well, it's back to 80, 82, 86, whatever it might be. What about oil? Oil is a completely different aspect of what's going on because you have an entire region that produces oil that's in turmoil. You have an entire region that produces oil that's shutting down the transportation. But you also have a country that's fully ready to to deliver oil right here in the United States of America. And if you're a strategic risk game player or Age of Empires player or someone who likes to play the chess war games, what if you took over a country that produced oil just prior to something like this? So you have a different supply in the Western Hemisphere. Oh, you mean like Venezuela? So, I mean, this gives everyone a reason to swoop into Venezuela and crank up the oil production down there versus sitting back and waiting for more of this crap in the Middle East. So I've lived through the 1970 oil embargo. I lived through all the ups and downs. I've lived through the panic of the early 2000s when we were going to hit $2 a gallon of gas and everyone couldn't believe it. Now we get to $2 a gallon gas. Everyone's like, holy cow, that's cheap. It's just a play. Everything. Here, let me give you my philosophy. I'm going to give you my philosophy. I want to put it out on paper. I want to write it. I want to say it. This is my philosophy in everything that we discuss. All right. My philosophy is that the world, and we'll define the world, WORLD, is out to destroy you. Okay? You being one person You're a number. You don't matter to the world. Okay? You do matter to God. Okay? God is number one. God has a plan. Something's going on there. My whole life, my whole philosophy is designed around that through Jesus Christ, I have salvation in heaven, and I don't need to worry about the crap on earth. Okay? But in the meantime, I got to worry about the crap on earth. So the world is an evil, evil thing, and it's out to destroy you. So based upon that, why does the price of Bitcoin surge? Then everyone goes, oh my God, I should get into Bitcoin. And just as they do that, it crashes and wipes you out. And why does the price of silver skyrocket to 120? And people that don't even know about silver go, I should cash things out and buy silver. It's going to go to the moon. And then it crashes and wipes people out. That's just my theory. You know? Free will is important. You have to use it wisely. It's like anything else that you have. Are using it for good or evil. There's nothing wrong with trying to get ahead financially in your life as long as you do it ethically and morally and legally. There's a lot of people that do it illegally, unethically, and immorally. And unfortunately, people look at them and go, oh my gosh, isn't that guy great? Well, on earth, that person's great. When they're burning in hell, they won't have any money to deal with. They'll have other issues to deal with. You know, I've got a full different future plan for myself and my kids and my family and people around me. And maybe that's what this forum is for, is to discuss an opportunity for you to take advantage of what's going on right now and then deal with the consequences here on earth. But at the end, when you're sitting there and you're at that, the gates, the table, the whatever, I have a whole different theory on that as well. You know, God is absolutely correct. God is perfect. God will not deceive you. God has told you exactly what's going to happen. There's a book written about it. There's a playbook, and it's up to people to figure all that stuff out. But while we are here, what's going on and how can you take advantage of it to benefit your current life, to support your family, and maybe support other people in need? That's what we're here for. Free will is our test in life. It certainly is. You have free will when you go to the grocery store and the person in front of you cashing out drops a $4 bill. I'm just making that up because it doesn't exist. And then you don't say anything about it. And they're trying to pay for their thing. And so they finally just swipe their card and they leave. And meanwhile, you have your foot on top of that money. And after they leave, you bend down, pick it up, and use it to pay for your stuff. Was that ethical? No. Was that moral? No. Was it legal? You dropped the money. You found it. I don't know. But does that make you a better person? So you got to ask yourself each time you come across these situations, is this how I want to live? Is this how I want to set the example for my family and friends, and to be known as the person that does something like that? As a youth, you don't think much about stuff. As a young 20-year-old, 20, 30-year-old, you don't think about stuff. 40, 50. All of a sudden, I'm in my 60s, and every day I think I'm going to die. Not in a bad way, okay? Because I went through cancer and I was supposed to die. So in that 6 to 8 months of wondering if I was going to live or not, I went through a lot of reflection, a lot of self-inspection, and I'm a horrible human being. I am a typical horrible American, horrible human being on this earth who does bad stuff. So I have salvation. So that's the foundation of my belief system. So based upon that, let's go forward. Let's talk about what we can do here and how we can take advantage of this opportunity of low silver prices, high gold prices. Do you have gold that you can trade for silver right now? You know, about a month ago, it's 40 ounces of silver or 48 ounces of silver to an ounce of gold. Now it's up in the 60s. So it's flipping, flopping the other way. I lost my wallet about 6 different times in the last 6 years. Surprisingly, each time turned in with all my cash and cards in my wallet. There are good people out there. There are people out there that want to do the right thing, and they understand that if you drop your wallet with $47 in it and they find it, that could be the only $47 you have, and they have a heart and they have empathy and they want to get back to you. There's also people that will steal it right out of your hand. And so, yeah. Mind's Mouth says, silver laughing my ass off. In a good way or a bad way? Where is this place? We are in America, the United States of America, in Las Vegas, Nevada. You ever been to Las Vegas? Las Vegas is a great investment. You take a $100 bill, you put in a slot machine, and you walk out with nothing going, damn, that was great. So why not take a $100 bill, put it into some silver, and see what happens? You know, why not buy some copper? Why not buy some coins and put a collection together? Take advantage of the crap going on in the world and put a set of coins together. We love coins on this channel. We love to find them in circulation. We like to put them in 2x2 holders. Here's a, proof. Millard Fillmore. I can't get rid of the freaking Millard Fillmore. We picked up some these Buffalo nickels yesterday. We also got silver Mercury dimes and Barber dimes yesterday. I paid $15 a piece for some collections of one Barber, one Mercury, and a Buffalo nickel. Was it worth it? I'd rather be some company from a lady. I'd rather buy some company from a lady. I'd rather buy. Okay, so you're saying you'd rather purchase some time with a lady. You're making a prostitute reference there, I believe, is what that is. Salt God. That's actually something that you need to consider. So is that a good investment? What is the payoff on that? Possibly it is a quick transaction to which there's some sort of exchange of money and fluid. Possibly it's not. Of 83008303, a $5 star note, what is it worth? Ask Gregory. That's a pretty cool serial number. It's a star note, so you got at least $7.50. So give yourself a 1.5 on a star note, unless it's damaged. I always go with 1.5 on a star note. So any star note's worth $1.50. Any $5 worth $7.50. Any $10 worth $15. You get to 20, it might be worth 25 or 30. You get to the hundreds, they might be worth 125. So the higher the denomination, the less the premium on those. But that's the way it is. Here's a Susan B. Anthony dollar. Let's talk about inflation. Remember when the dollars were big and then they got small? Everyone talked about the inflation dollar. So it shrunk the dollar size. It cost less to produce these. Nobody wanted them. There's warehouses of them. It's in great condition. Yeah. I mean, there's star note collectors out there. I sold hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of star notes over the last 4 or 5 years. I usually get about $1.25 to $1.50 for them in bulk. You can just be just a decent human being and obtain a relationship with a beautiful, loving, caring lady who will love you to death do you part. Exactly. That's another option. But think about the investment there, the dinners, the drive-ins, the tickets, the headaches, I'm just kidding. Greetings from Oklahoma, fellow loons. It's Winnie the Pooh. Good to see you there. Do you think the war shouldn't have started? I'd like to hear people's opinion on it. You know what? War is continuous. War never stops. There's just lulls and peaks. War has begun since the beginning of time when Cain and Abel got into it, and it will never stop. It's in all kinds of texts, including the Bible. There will never be an end to war. There's just times when it's not as prevalent as others. A war is being fought in proxy. There's always been little wars in little countries. There's always been test wars. As we sit back in this country under a previous administration and possibly ship hundreds of billions of dollars to one country to fight another country, and then we start our little skirmish here and we're like, oh my God, I can't believe other countries are helping the other country. That's exactly what goes on. Exactly what goes on. Peter Avery says, poop. Is that what you're doing right now? It is morning. It's time for that. Peter Avery says, war is fantastic. Fantastic in it's good because it kills people, or fantastic because it's interesting to watch? That's a great comment. Thank you for sharing your insight and your intellectual prowess there. Melody Couture, hey Deadpool, I respect you. You make a lot of sense. Thank you, Luke Brown. I don't know anything other than I've been blessed by God with a brain and the ability to sit and reason and to think about stuff. And certainly I think war shouldn't ever happen, but I'm not in charge of the world. So war will happen for the rest of time. How do you manage it? How do you limit it? And how do you keep it away from your border? And so that's another way to look at it. No war is bad, including this one. Should never have started. There are innocent people out there. Exactly. War sucks. War is the worst possible thing you can do. It's amazing how much peace there's actually been since World War II. Really, where's there peace? There's lots of times when there's peace, but there's always a war going on. Whether it's the Khmer Rouge, whether it's civil wars, whether it's little ground wars and skirmishes between countries that don't recognize the borders that were written for them in 1948 at some meeting in Europe. Yeah. We can help with economy, but unfortunately it will cost lives. Unfortunately, they happen since the fall of man. Exactly. Thank you. That's what we're talking about. Exactly. Taliban still receives $190 million per day of your taxes. Don't know about that. Do you have any source for that? Because that would be interesting to know. I know we're paying them to not fight us, but now look what's going on. As long as there's humans, there will be war. As long as there's animals, there will be war. Dogs and cats fight constantly. Dogs and cats can't live together. Birds are eating animals, little rodents. I don't even know what number I'm looking for here. Those are not my password codes. Let me log into this thing and see what we can look at again here. We have the price of silver is right now $82.30. Is that a good price? Remember when silver was $30 and we're like, oh my gosh, if it could only get to 40. Man, if it could just get to 40, I'd be rich. Man, look at it, it's at 40. I wonder if it could go to 50. 50 would be fantastic. Steve Tambari, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for joining us. House ACC is good to see you. We are live in the morning here in Las Vegas of Nevada of USA. And look at this thing right here. So on 2/12/26, I'd offered these two coins at $55. Then the price shot way up and got up to 63 and to $65, 65 times face. So what is silver now? Because it just dropped again, 81.78. So let's go to our calculator and go to $81.78 times 0.715, which is the circulated value of silver in a dollar, 58.47. So even now, even though silver's come way down, it's still more than I offered it back on 2/12/26. So I'm going to put 58.50 on here on March 3rd. So 3/3 of 33 of 26, it's worth 58.47 right there. So two silver coins, $1 face value, 58.47. That's still $3.47 higher than what I offered this for less than a month ago. So the price goes up, the price goes down. One of each there, one of those beautiful coins. Would you like to buy it? Doc Airline says Trump. Do you have more to say about that? Yes or no, positive, negative? We will get a little political on here, not too much. But just putting Trump out there, what does that mean? That doesn't help the cause at all, but thank you for trying. We humans are the most dangerous animals. Yes, we are. We're very dangerous because we not only know how to kill people, we know how to think to kill them even more, how to destroy humanity. Are you ready? What happens if something happens in your community, in your country, where you're at right now because of the war that's going on? What happens if there's a sleeper cell? What happens if there's a wake cell? Why are they called sleeper cells? Because they lay in wait. They're waiting cells. They're not sleeping. Melody, it's your birthday today. Happy birthday. House ACC, exactly. Springsteen in caps. What does that say? What does that say? What does that mean? Are you pro Springsteen or anti-Springsteen? I love the fact that Springsteen featured that chick from Friends. She's hot. Probably had 15 husbands, though. Happy birthday, Melody. Let's get Melody a melody for her birthday. Let's see if I have any Suno credits. Let's see if I can create a melody birthday song. It's a melody for someone named Melody on her birthday. Here we go. The groove is on the way. This is Suno. Courtney Cox, the chick indeed. Courtney Cox. Didn't want to say Cox on the internet. Might get censored. How about that Courtney Cox? How about that Phoebe Cates, huh? For those of you back in 1982. The 80s were great, but all those people are really, really old now. Imagine how not tight that swimming pool scene would be now if they redid Fast Times at Ridgemont High with the original characters. There'd be a lot of ugh in the theater. Here we go. A melody for Melody.
Just close your eyes, it'll be on. Just close your eyes, it'll be on. There she goes, there she goes. Happy birthday, Melody. Happy birthday, Melody. Hey, hey. When it feels like the world has no heart and it's cold and it's dark, just close your eyes, it'll be alright. There she goes, she goes, there she goes. Happy birthday, Melody. Happy birthday, Melody.
Happy birthday, Melody. A melody for Melody on her birthday. Thanks for joining us. For those of you that do copper, are you copper people? Look at this. This is 1 ounce of copper. So how can 150 pennies be a pound of copper if that's an ounce of copper? Are we looking at different weights and measures? Is this a excuse me, a troy ounce of copper? Are we using troy now for copper? A pound is a pound is a pound, unless of course it's a British pound. Mike Carr, how you doing? Thank you, Melody. I'm getting the hiccups all of a sudden. The yips. I got the yips going on over here. 25 people checking us out early in the morning. Everyone else is watching these other guys with 50,000, 100,000 viewers, watching bombs blow up in buildings across the world. Doesn't affect us here. It's a video game. It's a video game until it's not. It is a video game until it's not. Gas hit 275 a gallon due to this new war in my town. That's unusual for Oklahoma to be that high, but it happens. And so here's the question. Let's say it goes up to $3 a gallon. Do you change your lifestyle? Do you change where you're going? Do you decide not to drive somewhere? You still have to go to work. You still have to go to work. You still have to go to the grocery store. You still have to do all these things. Nothing changes. It just costs you more. And that's part of the world is out to destroy you. The world is out to destroy you one person at a time. And so that's just part of it. 425 where Deadpool is exactly. Out here in Vegas, we're over $4 a gallon. And it's up one day to $4. The next day it's down to $3.25. I mean, it's just all over the place. It doesn't make any sense. It's just supply and demand. It's the fact that let's charge as much as we can, which is what everybody does. We have a new restaurant near the hotel here, and they're charging way too much for their food, in my opinion. We'll find out to see if it's successful or not. Supply and demand. I bet the prices come down. If they don't, then what happens? You get a new restaurant, you get a new group of people. I don't know what's going to happen. It's not my business, so I don't know. We're just sitting here as observers. Right now, yep, sure is. He's going today to fill the gas cans for the lawnmower. Yes. Still got to mow the lawn unless you get yourself a goat. If you get yourself a goat, the goat will eat the lawn stuff, whatever that's called, lawn, and then certainly it will poop it out, and then you got to clean up the poop. Then you got to pay the poop guy. So you may save a few cents on gas for your mower, but then the poop guy going to charge you extra money to clean up your yard. The only thing I understand about politics is that I understand nothing. There you go, Lava Turtle. There you go, exactly. Top of the morning, Royal Empire. Good to see you, Mary Firefly. Good morning to you. This is part of our new, unique and exciting take on the world in the morning. What happens when you get up? What do? You have your early morning constitutional. You get yourself something to eat or drink. You read the newspaper. Remember newspapers? Goats would eat what they fertilize. Exactly. You sell the poops. You can sell the poop, actually. Fertilizer, there's a market for that, but you have to be USDA grade. Remember back in the day when you used to go to someone's neighbor's house and go, can I get a bucket full or a barrel full or a truck full of your horse manure? Because I need it for my farm. There's stacks and stacks of horse manure, which they're now taxing because of the methane. Oh my gosh. You say a prayer? Prayers are fantastic. We love prayers. So here we have all these coins that I've been through one time, but I have my tubes over here I want to fill up. So we're going to go through them a secondary time and make rolls to take to the bank. My new theory on how to make money, how to save money, is I'm going to take, every time I take one of these rolls to the bank and I put it towards a credit card payment, I save 24.99%, or I'm making 24.99% on future less payments, if that makes sense. And so why would I put my money into anything else other than paying down debt? You guys should be paying down debt. If you have debt, take an extra $5. You pay it down, multiply that times your annual interest rate. So let's say you have a $10 payment on your credit card and you have 24% interest. You just saved almost $2.50. If you put that $10 into crypto or the stock market or a mutual fund, there's no way you're going to make that kind of money. So instead of getting sucked into these, buy this, invest in that, pay down your debt. In the mid-'70s, the town next to mine used to sheep tend the lawn on some of the older cemeteries. Yep, that's right. That's exactly what used to happen. 1961 D, it's a keepa. Oh my gosh, these are all good coins. Why were they? I was going to put those in rolls and dump them in the bank. These are all great dates. 1974, 2013 P. Man, I got these mixed up with my go back to the bank coins. Vijay Singh, I'm from India. Good to see you. What's it like over there in India right now? What is the opinion? I've watched some Indian TV, and it's interesting to see the different takes from the Indian perspective. As one of the largest countries in the world with a population that's in the huge double digits percentages, what's going on in India? What makes them good coins? The dates on them, the condition of them. So, for instance, let's pull out a coin here, right here. 1984 Denver. Tough coin to find in good shape. I must have set it aside at one point because I knew I was going to need it for collections. And so this one will go into my tube over here, 1984 Denver tube. Once I make tubes, then I put them together into rolls, and we sell the rolls on eBay and make a profit just on the coins. So we're mining. Instead of me digging in the ground looking for copper and nickel and rare gems, I'm mining bank rolls. Here's a 1986 Philadelphia, another great looking coin. The 80s are tough to find in good shape at this point. We are from Las Vegas, Nevada, USA. Just paid off a small loan, applying that to the next bill to pay off another bill. Exactly, Mary. Fantastic way. Pick the small one first, go after it, get it out of the way, get the next one. Here's a bad one, a 2012, but it's got the crud on the back. So we're going to actually put that back into the bucket, and that one will go back to the bank. The bucket bank right over here, the bank bucket. Bucket bank, bank bucket. We got another one here that we thought about keeping at one point. It's also got some crud on it. Take a look at the date, 2000p. It's very overproduced, so that can go back to the bank. Here's a 2007, back to the bank. Please, sir, help me. Well, VJ Singh, how can I help you? If it's financially, I can send you a nickel, but you have to send me a self-addressed stamped envelope, and I'll be happy to send you one of these nickels right here. Here's a 1968 nickel. It's got some crud on the back. If I got that in a roll, I'd be very disappointed, so I'm going to put that one back in the bank. This one's in 2004 with the peace design on the back. Been so busy, wasn't able to get online shows. I missed the shows. Glad to see you again. Thank you, Luke Brown, for being here. People come and go, and we love to hear when you come back. If you're doing okay, we miss people. We love having the conversations back and forth. Good to have you back with us, Luke Brown. Everybody, it's great to have you here because this is an opportunity to share and grow and expand your knowledge base and have some entertainment and occasionally look at a 2013 Philadelphia. We love that roll. How can I help you, VJ? How can I help you? Let me know. I'd be happy to send you a nickel. Just send a self-addressed stamped envelope and $2 for shipping and handling, and because I have to hire a kid to do it, and we will get you that nickel for free, absolutely free for you. 1987D, another 80s coin. How hard is it to put together a nickel set? It's very hard. We have one full set right now in this entire box because we have one of these coins right here. We've only found one 2024. It's 12 o'clock somewhere. Very good. You're 6 hours away or 18 hours away. 2024 Philadelphia. I only have found one coin out of tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands of nickels that we've searched. So I have one complete set out of all these. We have rolls and rolls and rolls. And you're in Australia. Okay, cool. We have lots of Aussie people watching our channels day and night. Appreciate you being here. Exactly. And I didn't see how I respected you. I didn't even say anything about a land down under or shrimp on the Barbie. I didn't do any of that stupid American stuff. We're happy to have you here. VJ, I said I could help. Free nickel, just pay shipping and handling and send the India-made shipping about $20, I think. Yes, exactly. Perfectly. And we're happy to send you a free nickel to help you out. 1996 Philadelphia. The 90s are tough also if you're a collector. Finding 1990s coins in great shape. There's another 96 Philadelphia. If you can find the 90s without a bunch of scratches. Near Philly, someone is like, all I get are Philly mint nickels. Exactly. Handling coins with bare hands damages them. Yes, it does. You know what else when you handle people with bare hands can damage them? It doesn't matter, though. These are circulated coins. You know what else damages them? When you take a coin like this and you take a coin like this and you, hold on here, and you do this with it, that also damages a coin. If you take a pair of pliers and you squeeze them onto the nickel, that will damage the coin too. You can also get these cutting parts right here and cut a coin. That will damage. Oh, look what I did there. I damaged the coin right there. Yeah, that will all damage coins. So I enjoy the stinky smell of the filthy hands. That's what I'm here for. It has nothing to do with the coins. It's not shrimp, it's a prawn. I got a 63 penny worth anything? Yes, it's worth 4 cents in copper value. 4 cents in copper value. The $6 a pound for copper, if that's still the price. Did I bury my phone in nickels? Oh, no, it's over there. We can look that up. 2013. There we go. People have been touching coins since the beginning of time. How many latex gloves were used in ancient coins? And they're still around. That's a great argument. Appreciate your input. But we're here to have fun. We're not here to worry about stuff like that. 1994p. Every one of these coins has been touched at some point. Graham and Noble. Well, bye. Got to go. Thanks for being here. Yeah, that's right. How to damage coins. Brought to you live. No, I told you this would be different than other channels. This is why the algorithm's got to kick us out. We're bringing you a new perspective and a different way to handle your coins that other channels are not showing you. Here's where'd it go? I just dropped it again, just circulated more. Is it that one? 2011 Philadelphia. Oh, man. What a deal, huh? Please, sir, help me. VJ, I'm going to give you one more chance to tell me what the hell's going on, man. I'm trying to help you, man, but you're not helping yourself, man. You got to help me help you, dude. Coach does not use bare hands. He uses bare hands. Thank you. But later on, I may be a furry and do some bare hands. Penny pincher. Here we go. Penny pinching. So this is a zinc penny. Do a little cut right there. Do a little bit of a bend on it. And you can see inside the zinc maybe. Is there zinc in there? I press the copper down. Okay, there's some zinc on the edge there. You can see the white part. Look at that right there. That's the Abe Lincoln with the cut right there. Buy zinc. Zinc's the future. I think he needs help with his golf game. Is that what he needs? He's got a handicap? Do you do radio work, voiceovers, commercials? I used to, Johnny Apple, back in the day. I was a DJ. I was a sportscaster. I did all that kind of stuff. But as I grow older, I got shy. Or maybe I just don't do it now. I would love to do it for a living. I used to do it for a living back when I didn't have to feed people. It was a lot of fun. And the chicks. That's right. It was all about the chicks. Don't you know that damages the penny? It does not. Nothing changed on the penny. It has the same weight and the same metal content. It just has a different shape. That's all. I didn't do anything to the penny. 28. Oh, that's a nasty coin right there. Matter cannot be created nor destroyed. It just takes different shape. Danila. John Madden. Used to be John Madden, but then I lost a lot of weight. I'm actually the weight that John Madden lost. He passed away, but I'm still the weight that he lost, just still floating around. 1992. Great year to collect coins. Collect your 1992s. What's going on? It's Vegas time. Luke Brown says, stop it. Hey, VJ, here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to help you now. I offered to help you now. Now I want you to suffer. Now I want you to have nothing. I want you to still have the same problems you had before you came into the chat because you're a douchebag and you won't follow through on my question. So based on that, be gone, fool. Be gone. Let's see if he leaves. 1990D. 87p. Let's put a set together. This is a 73. That's an older one. No help for you. No help for you. You can't help a bot, but you can try. How about that? It's Vegas time. Welcome. Good morning, everybody. Got 40 people here as we slowly grow. We're teaching you how to destroy coins and how to ruin your collection today, wherever it is, whatever time of day it is. It's a new perspective on coin collecting. Oh, here's is this damaged? Look at this one. Could be a troll. We love trolls. Trolls are fun. Is that a scratch or a mark? It feels like someone took a pair of pliers to that coin and messed it up. And that's a coin I would have collected in 1998 Philadelphia. We're going to have to throw this over here. What are we doing? We're talking about silver and gold and war and going through my copper collection. In reality, these are copper. They're 75% copper. So these are more copper than anything else. They're called a nickel because they have a nickel plating on it. 25% of this is nickel, which is also a strategic metal. And yeah, so you got your copper, you got your nickel. They call it a nickel. We're putting them in rolls and tubes. We're putting some back in the bank. We're paying down debt. We're trying to help the country. We're trying to help people around the world to understand that there's absolutely nothing you can do about anything. You can go out there and protest. They love it when you protest. That's such a distraction that keeps you from doing anything of substance. Get out there and protest. Get yourself a flag and a pre-printed sign. Who cares what side you're on? Just get out there and protest because then you can't actually stop and think about what's going on and do anything to help your fellow human. So get out there and protest. It's fun. Coach, did you see the red moon? I did not. The only red moon I've seen lately is I was watching Animal Planet and I saw a baboon's ass. It was a long way to go to tell a baboon's ass joke, but I did say it. So I went for it. Hopefully that's funny. The red moon. Also protesting you from seeing what actually going on. Exactly, Luke, exactly. Mary Fireflies here, House ACC. These 2013 Philadelphias, because when we bought these boxes from the guy from the East Coast, he had stopped collecting, or he bought them, I guess, 10, 15 years ago. So we had nothing but 2013s, a couple of 2014s in them. And it was fantastic because I need them for my collection. Here's a 2003 Philadelphia. The last year of production of the regular Jefferson nickel design. You want to keep those. I got mooned by a baboon. Ooh, we got a song. Hold on there, Mike Carr. We got a song for Suno. I hope I got credits. I have one song left today. We want to upgrade. I'm going to upgrade. Hold on. I'm upgrading. Stand by for upgrading. Let's see. I have the Pro. Is that it? Per month. When does my month start? 55 credits, 11 songs this month. I don't know how that works. Looks like you're offline. Let me check my offline. Oh, man. I got mooned by a baboon. Let me get back online here. Silver, 82, went back up, was down to 81.70 something, back to 82.39. Fantastic. Here, long-lasting perfumes for men. Let's check this out. Long-lasting perfumes for men. Find more info. Looking for long-lasting perfumes for men? Visit here for details. There's no way this is a scam. A scent guide for men, fragrance tips and tricks. Discover our full collection of scented deodorants and antiperspirants. Read our guide to find out deodorant fragrances that speak to you the most. How to choose a deodorant. Shop Dove Men in Care. Where to buy. 4 morning routine ideas. Find the right scent and men's skin cleansing. All brought to you today by a sponsored content person. Scents crafted by perfumers. Smell irresistible all day. Axe, I don't know about that. Premium men's beauty products. There we go. Best long-lasting perfumes. Top 10 lasting perfumes for men. Let's take a look at this. I'm excited. Oh, where's that list? It was a scam. Oh my gosh. Let's try it again. See it. Top 10. Oh, here we go. Number 10, Yves Saint Laurent. Number 9, Yves Saint Laurent. Number 8, Nautica. Number 7, Nautica. Number 6, Nautica. Number 5, Nautica. Number 4, Afnan. The Afnan duck. Remember that? The Afnan duck was the best. Let's go to Amazon and get ourselves some Afnan. 30% off. Look at that. You get 35.85 per fluid ounce. Is that a good deal? How does that compare to silver price? Silver's at $82 an ounce. This crap is only $35 an ounce. Should we invest in this? They can deliver it to Tucson. Look at that, delivering to Tucson. They want me to update my location. I've been in Tucson in 5 years. Good luck with that. The bundle, Escape Cologne for Men. Here we go. Get the bundle. There's Escape for Men. The brand is generic. Generic brand. Escape Cologne for Men, 3.3 ounces eau de toilette with mini refillable atomizer. Oh, okay. So you take your toilet water, you put it in the atomizer, and then you like that. It's only 20.59 per ounce. So what's the difference between a fluid ounce and one of these? And how much is a fluid ounce of, yes, exactly. Quick, buy it. Coins to manly products. That's what we're already again this morning. What's going on, Julie S? Good to see you. RJ is here checking in. How's ACC? My car. Aflac. It's great to have you all here. We are live doing different things. Isley, Mike, LaSalle, DeLessie. Oh, that sounds very smelly. Fluid ounces. Here's Victor and Rolf Spice Bomb Night Vision EDT spray for men, $138. And they got it in the shape of a, man, if you start throwing those around the Middle East, look what would happen there. All right, let's get back to coins. Sorry about that. Rabbit Hole, brought to you by Rabbit Hole, the new perfume for men. Rabbit Hole. Next time you're out, don't smell like a rabbit's hole. It's Vegas time. It's like toilet water helping things go down. Exactly. 68D, that's from the 60s. Remember the 60s? I partially do. I remember General Omar Bradley's funeral. I think that was in the early 70s. I remember very little of the 60s. Not because I was out partying, but because I was a Ute. So you are a night owl or an early bird, all of the above. I cannot sleep because I'm in excruciating, extraordinary pain. I took my muscle thing that I was supposed to take at midnight, and I get to 4 o'clock, and then I wake up screaming. And so then I take my next pill, but that keeps me from going to sleep. but the pain is going away slowly. I can feel it leaving my body, and so I'm excited about that. And as soon as I get a chance here, I'm going to lay back down before I go to work. Because I got about, what time is it? Yeah, I get another hour of sleep, then I go to work. There we go. 1991, Philadelphia. Those 90s, got to keep those 90 Philadelphia coins. They're hard to find over here on the West Coast. 96, Philadelphia. If you're new to the channel, we do lots of stuff. It's coin collecting, it's investment talks. We are not investment counselors. We'll listen to your conversation on it. We'll have our opinion. Appreciate that, cute animals. It's we believe, well, we don't believe, I believe, and the doctor's concurring now. I went through cancer treatment a year ago, had 35 radiation treatments and 7 weeks of chemotherapy, and we believe there's scar tissue in my spine or in my neck right now that's causing the nerves to be pinched, which is causing all kinds of pain and lots of yelling periodically, and we're trying to get that fixed. So they've given me some temporary stuff, which sometimes the temporary stuff is great, sometimes it just is temporary. And it happens to be temporary right now. Carl Madden passed in 2009. He portrayed Bradley, Omar Bradley. Yes, Carl Malden. Remember Carl Malden with the nose and the, what was he selling? He was selling something. I think it's credit cards. He's the credit card guy. Here's a 95 Philadelphia in pretty damn good shape. I'm going to put that one actually in a holder. If you find those 90s, seriously, listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. Do you hear the words coming out of my mouth? Anything from the 90s in great shape you want to put aside. You're going to be surprised what the value is in the future. And you're going to remember back when I said, hey, keep those 1990s nickels. 1990s. Don't leave home without it. That's the guy. Can you spare any of that temporary stuff? Just temporarily, of course. Crystal Marie, I can. If you would like one of these nickels, send a self-addressed stamped envelope, and I will send you one of these nickels absolutely free. Send it to the mailing address of 921 South Main Street, Las Vegas, Nevada, 89101. I guarantee you, if you send me a self-addressed stamped envelope asking for a nickel, I will send you a nickel. Guaranteed. That's right. Mr. Me is from the 90s and in great shape. Cool. Wow, that's really cool of you. My pleasure. My pleasure. Here's 1995. If you have a date suggestion also, like, hey, do you have a 2007 Philadelphia? I'll be happy to try to accommodate your request. This is to the first 5,000 people that send a self-addressed stamped envelope for a free nickel. I will send you a nickel. This offer is good through the end of March 2026. March 31st at midnight 2026, this offer expires. But for the first 5,000 people that would like a free nickel, send a self-addressed stamped envelope. Make sure it has enough postage to get that nickel back to you, and I will ship you one. That's what we do here. Wow, it's all right. We take good and the bad. You're a strong brother, that position. I appreciate you being here. We're here to have fun. We're here to enjoy life. We're here to share the good message that God is great and that there is an answer to all this stuff. And don't let the world get you down. Be vigilant. Keep your eyes open. Look for the good and for the bad and understand that evil is around every corner and you have protection. It's given to you freely and openly. And all you have to do is go out there and grab it. That's all there is. There's a whole guidebook on this. We don't sell the book, but the book is available. It's been around for a few thousand years. Check it out. How to survive in a turmoil environment. Natalie Peters, $1.99 super chat. $1.99 super chat, Natalie Peters. We're going to start a new wheel for the day. Natalie is on the wheel. If you do it in the morning here, we're going to give you 5-time entries for the morning super chats. Natalie, wheel of names, 5 entries already. Look at that. Congratulations, Natalie. I'm typing it in as we speak right here. Natalie Peters. Natalie. N-A-T-A-L. N-A-T-A-L-I-E. Got to remember how to spell. T-A-L-I-E. Peters. There's 3. There's 4. There's 5 entries for Natalie Peters. Congratulations. Hope God and the docs can get rid of that pain. Me too. The other thing, though, is here's another take on this, Crystal, is I am so excited to have this pain. I am so thrilled that I am still alive on this earth, that I can enjoy this pain, that this pain is available to me after the doctor saved my life through the cancer treatment. If I would have passed away through cancer, I would not have the joy and the pleasure of living today and having this pain in my life. So this pain is a reminder to me that God is great and that my life was saved here physically on this earth through doctor's treatment. That is a very, very positive way to look at things. How did I not see you here already? Good seeing you again, friend. Oh, you're talking to other people? Fantastic. There we go. Nat is okay. Well, I have to do it, so I have to figure out how to get a shorthand for you exactly. 72 is beat up. We're gonna put that back in the bank. There's a 94D. So most 90s, when I say keep all your 90s in good shape, most of them look like this. See how it's kind of in the fields beat up, and there's marks on it and scratchy and all that. Strong will, strong mind, indeed. Sometimes that's good. Sometimes it breaks up a marriage. There's a 2013 nickel with a nice toning on it. I'm glad I dumped this bucket. 1981 D looks like a proof coin. Might have been struck on a die that was made for proof sets, but then they put it into. Is this Las Vegas Strip? Is this the one from the movies? It absolutely is. There he is, 1981 Denver. It's got a real shiny surface on that. We'll keep that one in our collection. I'm going to be paying for this later. I can guarantee it. I can already start to feel the I should be asleep mode, but I'm having too much fun with you guys. Here's a scratch on the back, putting it back in the bank. God is not finished with you yet. No, of course not. There's some responsibility that I have here in the future that I am open to. Whatever God's plan is for me, I am ready for it. Let it happen. Let me be the vessel. Let me be the voice. Let me share the message. Let me be the person that I'm supposed to be. Even though I'm a flawed human being who fails every freaking day, every day. And that's what forgiveness is for. Thank goodness for that. Thank God for that. Truly, literally, thank God for that. There we go. What a wonderful day. Coach, you'll fill those 2013s in no times. Then I can stop killing flamingos. Exactly. Oh my goodness. This is a different channel. 34 people here in the morning. Yesterday we had 1,000 people in the morning, or 2 days ago. It was fantastic. We need to start doing some hashtags maybe to get some people in here. Let's go with hashtag defense strategies. Let's talk about defense strategies. Let's say you want to put up defense around your backyard and you don't have a permit yet. So you would call a professional fencing company so they can go down and get the permit for you because you don't have time for that. You're busy. That's one great defense strategy. The other one is make sure that you have your survey done properly because you don't want to put defense on the neighbor's land. Otherwise, they can take ownership of defense, and then you put all that money into it, and then you don't own it. And also, when the trees, like your tree leaves, your tree branches, come over the fence in the backyard, that part of the tree is yours, and they cannot cut it. It's grown over onto your land, even though the roots aren't there. In California and different places, that tree branch is yours. So if in fact the tree is growing over defense, you can say, hey, you can't cut down that tree, or hey, you can't trim that tree because it's on my part of defense. So those are our defense strategies today. Coach, I've been up since 5 a.m. Mary, I'm glad to have you here with us. Share some time when insomnias rule. There's so much craziness going on out there. Alternative program is always important. We love doing this during times of strife and turmoil. We're the alternate programming channel. You know what? We should have done these 2004s and 5s today is what we should have done. We'll do this tonight. There's another Dirty 01. Dirty Mike and the boys. There's a 93 Denver. Got to have one. It's like a Pokemon. My kid is homeschooled in case I never mentioned that. Oh, cool. Fantastic. Mary, I've been awake since 9 p.m. working. Taking a fence down is a defense strategy. Yes, it is. It certainly is. And I like some places where I had a fence and they had a fence. Everybody had a fence. A fence, D fence. There's a 1982 D. We love 82s. 82s and 83s. Keep them all. Keep every 82, 83. Keep your 09s. Keep your 24s and 25s for now until we figure out what's going on with the 24s and 25s. 2000 Philadelphia, we threw one back earlier. We're going to keep this one right over there. Lots of Philadelphia mints because we bought these from our friend back east. Back east. Homeschooling's cool, especially if you know what you're doing. It's fantastic. All right, here's 1958. 1958 low mintage coin. This is an uncirculated roll of 1958 nickels. Look how they've turned dark. There's a whole bunch of dark nickels from the 50s. So it's a different metal mix. Nice toning on them. They're known as black nickels, or there's another name for them. This is a roll of uncirculated 1958. So 1958 is a low mintage coin. We're going to take a look at it. How low is the mintage for 1958, you said? Somebody say that. Say, how low is the mintage? The threes are coffee, chat, and coins. There we go. My neighbors have all shared fences. Cool. 1958 nickel. 5-cent piece. Let's take a look. 1949s. Here we go. 1958. Only 17 million were made. So if you go back in time, it's the lowest mintage until you get to the 1955 with just 7 million. And then prior to that is the 2 million made of the 50D or the 7.7 million on 51S. So it is a key date at the end of the series. I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of 1958s. Hundreds of them. I keep putting them away. So uncirculated starts at $1, $3 for MS63, $45 for MS65. So I've got a roll starting at $1, $3, or $45 of the 1958 uncirculated nickels right there. How low is the mintage? It's super low. Now compare that to the 2009 mintage. 2009, you're at hundreds of millions, hundreds of millions, hundreds of millions. Then you get to 2009, and it drops down to 46 million for the Denver and 39 million for the Philadelphia. So the 1958 is half the mintage of the, more than half the mintage of these guys. So why are people not scrambling to get the 58s? They're all getting the 59s or the 09s and the 24s. There you go. See what happens when I'm not kept busy? I ask questions and they need to be asked. That's right. Thank you, RB03. People swiping through. Good to have you with us. We're talking silver. We're talking gold. We're talking coins. Talking copper. Here's 1990. Who was around in 1990? If I went back to 1958, I'd go to the Surf Ballroom, wait a year, and drive Buddy Holly to the Minnesota instead of him taking that beeping plane. I'm sure I'd pick up some nickels now, too. There you go. I like that. It's a good plan. If you could travel one time back in time, what would you do? And it can't be one of those big things. That'd be something else. MS 1909 SVDB, worth some money, worth a lot of money. Would love to have one. I've traded a few 09 SVDBs. Good condition, 725. Almost uncirculated, 1400. Uncirculated, 1800, 2200. Not worth as much as you'd think because a lot of people kept them. Chris Sanakpikuk. Good to have you here. Thanks for joining us. Hopefully I got your name close to what it is. We'll do our best on here, answering your chats, your questions, your email, viewer mail. We love viewer mail. 96. My eyes all of a sudden just now got tired. I couldn't see that 96 very well. That's fantastic. We're getting close to going back to sleep. 2008 Philadelphia. Keep your 2008s, 2009s, and 2010s. Some people argue with me. I'm not doing that. Well, you don't have to. I'm just suggesting it. 1979. We have a whole roll of those finally. 2003 Philadelphia. Got to put a roll of that together. Coach, what's the name of that book? That's a great question. It's called The Official Red Book. Here it is, a guidebook of United States coins. It's the Official Red Book. This one's from 2024. I got it at Hobby Lobby, as you can see. There's also this book out here. It's the Blue Book. And this is more of a wholesale guide, but this is more of a retail guide. There's a lot of great stuff there. 90 was a sad year for you. I'm very sorry about that. Didn't mean to bring it up. We won't bring it up again. There we go. 2013s are stacking up. There's a 75 Philadelphia. 2011 D. Let's see how many of these we need. We need a whole bunch. We just made a roll. Good morning, Papa B. Good to see you. What did you used to coach? I've coached everything. I've coached baseball. I've coached football. I've coached volleyball and basketball. I've coached ice hockey. I've coached curling. I've coached birthing. I've coached people how to collect coins. I've coached people how to play Keno. A little bit of everything. And I've applied multiple times for our friend. You were 5? Okay. I've applied many times to be the coach of the Raiders. They still haven't hired me. I think they need to because I'm the only one that knows how for them to win. Everyone else comes in and tries and they can't get anything done. I can't do any worse. I bet I could do better. They should hire me as a coach of the Raiders. Birthing coach is my favorite. It's a little messy, but yeah, you're knee-deep in birthing. 1976, 2020, gonna throw that one back. That's the year of the coin shortage. Remember the coin shortage? 90p. 89 is not really a pretty coin right there. We'll toss that one back in the bank. A 66 Kennedy half dollar minced for, what? 83p, 83s and 82s, keep them all. It disappeared. Jonuts, what's going on? We are in Las Vegas, Nevada in our secret bunker, hiding here in Henderson, Nevada, just southeast of Las Vegas. Come join us in Henderson, the town where anything can happen but never does. Coach, my neighbor just won a silver in curling for the U.S. Nice, very cool. 1966 Kennedy $50 mint state for $25. Is that a good price? I don't know. When it's mint state, is it certified by a third party, or is they're just telling you it's uncirculated? You can get them cheaper than that. Probably get them cheaper than that. Shop around. Just depends on what you're looking for. I think they're cheaper than that. They're paying a premium on that. They're not a scarce coin. They've never really been collectible. Nobody wants the 40%ers until now. And even now, it's tough to move the 40%ers. People stop buying them. They stop buying lots of stuff because the price got too high. But if you want it for your collection, you pay whatever you pay for it. If it's certified, might as well. If it's MS67, MS68, let's take a look online what they would cost. Let's take a look and see what you can get for a mint state MS66 online. We go to eBay. eBay me. There we go. Obey me. eBay me. Come on, Safari. You're better than this. Open up, Safari. I don't want that one. I want that one. All right, give me a second here. Gary O 901. What's going on? Good to have you with us. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us. Oh my goodness. Got to plug in the phone before it dies. Have to go to a meeting. Peace, love, and soul. House ACC. Have fun. C and DeWitt. Can DeWitt. What's going on? Thanks for being here. All right, we are live. Let's go back to our eBay question. Here we go. We're looking for 1966 Mint State Kennedys. So 1966 NGC Kennedy. Here we go. Those are for bid. MS67 Cameo at $1,300. Let's see what they've been selling for. That's not it. Let's open the app. We're app opening. Open your app. Show more. Not local pickup. I want to do sold items. What have they been selling for? MS67 for $44. MS67 for $100. $32. There you go. That's for a 66D and a 67. 62 for 65 and 66. Those are MS67s. Here's an MS66 certified for $22.99 free delivery. 26 for an MS67. Is yours certified or not? Everyone needs a little change. They do. They do need a little change. So that seems to be a going price right now. 25 as long as it's certified. 300. There's an MS68 for $345. There's one for $499 because they're real tough in the high grades. And those might be the special mints. Those are SMSs. Those are the special mint set ones. You want a regular one. Here's one for $13.83 for MS63. MS64 for $20. Mint State 65 for $65. You might have a deal there. I don't know. Let's go PCGS. PCGS 1966 Kennedy. MS64 for $19. So there's one right there. New low price, depending on what you're looking at. 19 plus shipping. There's MS66 for $500. 67 for $200. Prices all over the board. There's one for $49. Another one for $19. 55. So there you go. Kenny $50 MS6 SP. So here we go. Look at this one. That's a special mint set. Special. It's like a matte proof or not really a proof. But there you go. Why don't you get that one right there? 2525 MS66 and a PCGS holder. That one might be a good one right there. There you go. That's what I always do. Coming up on 1 hour. Thank you all for hanging out. I'm going to go to sleep again. Get another hours before I get up and go to work. We'll be live again tonight. Join us live on Las Vegas Coin Hunter for rolls tonight. We're going to have some rolls of stuff to go through. 95p, 95p. And then, of course, it's Tuesday. Time for tacos or something on Cash or Crash Las Vegas Live. We'll be live there. A couple of 2013 Philadelphias. And we'll have a lot of fun tonight driving around Las Vegas, doing Vegas things. Had fun yesterday at the Tuscany. Had $60 in free play. Turned it into some cash. Went to another casino with it, played it there, and actually put some back in the bank. It's a fun day. Thank you, Tuscany Hotel Casino. I'm going to reach out to my casino host and see what kind of deals we can get over there. And we'll spend more and more time at the Tuscany. Get some good rest, I will. Face reveal, please. If you want to see my face, let me see if I can show you my face. Stand by. I don't have my makeup on right now. I'll find you a picture of me. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to find you a picture of me. There I am. Boom, right there. Boom, right there. Stand by. There's more faces coming. Boom, right there. Here you go. Boom, right there. Get you another one coming up. Boom, right there. We got more. There I am. Guess which one is me? Going to the post office, right there. Please help me, Satish. Yes, send a free self-addressed stamped envelope, and I will send you a nickel. There we are with the world famous ink spots. April Brucker and May. April and May right there. $2 bill worth anything straight from the bank. If it's got a fancy serial number, maybe. There's plenty of them out there. Just depends on the date. The 1976s are. The other one's not so much. All right, guess which one is me? Guess which one is me? Please help me, 21CR, please. Don't know what a 21CR is, but I'm going to make one for you. This is for you, Satish. I'm not a bro, by the way. Don't call me bro. I'm offended now. All right, here's one for you, a 21CR, just for you. That's for you, okay? I'm going to draw you a picture of a 21CR. Here we go. There's a 2 and a 1 and a thing like this. And got some ears on it and a smiley face. There we go. I'll put some shoulders on it, some arms. He's going to be wearing a jersey, too, of our favorite team. Right over here is going to have his pocket that says CR on it, like that. There we go. That's our friend. There's a 21CR for you. And he's got some tooth issues there. He's got to go see the dentist. Big eyebrows and one curly hair. Did that help you? Let me know if that helped you. I'm trying to help you. Anyone else need help? Let me know. Last chance to get some help right now. We're here to help. We're a helping channel. It's Mr. Dude. It is Mr. Dude. Thank you. Thank you, Pretty Eyed. Sticking up for me. I appreciate that. 25 whole people here right now. Give me a thumbs up if you have not subscribed yet. Can I get a script? Yes, you can. What would you like? What medication would you like? Dr. Finger Bomb. I'm Dr. Finger Bomb. What would I get you? Do me. One bottle, 3 months of Oxy 30. That's illegal. I can't do that. I can get you little blue pills. There you go. For enormous. How do you spell enormous? Hold on 1 second. Hey Siri, how do you spell enormous? E-N-O-R-M-O-U-S. E-N-O-R-M-O-U-S. Very large in size, quantity, or extent. The possibilities are enormous. Her enormous blue eyes. There we go. All right, cool. For enormous erections and happy elections. 2 refills. There you go. Just come by and pick it up. Good thoughts for you, Satish, as well. $2 bills, crisp, uncirculated. I've got, how many would you like? I've got hundreds and hundreds of them. They were $2 to $2.50, $3. Some people pay a small premium. Here's what you want to collect, though, is you want to collect these guys. Look at these old guys right here. 1988, $100 bill with Ben Franklin on it. Lots of zeros, lots of 8s, lots of 3s. Look at that. Is this for your mouth or anal? Depends on your preference. We don't judge. You need some star notes. We're going to do some star notes. We're going to go to the bank. I think on Thursday, I'm going to try to get 1,000 $1 bills. We get a 1,000 $1 bills on Thursday or Friday. Or if we get 50-cent pieces, we'll get that. And speaking of pieces, a bank tried saying it was a fake. A bank could try saying whatever they want. It's not fake. A $2 bill is a real $2 bill. Or are you talking about the script? The fake erection? You had a fake erection? What? All right, folks, I'm going to go to sleep for another hour, go back to work. Have a good one. Look at that one. On the way out, we'll take a look at, is that, they got a scratch on it? I just ordered that. How do you get what? What do you get, the erection or the... All right, everyone, have a good night. Good morning. We'll see you soon. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Look at the chainmail over her boobies. My doctor has a comfortable couch I lay on when I talk to him. He said, change is good. Bye for now. Thank you, Gary O. Shout out to your doctor. Peace.